when you make a business, how do you make sure you're on a big idea? A big idea will make sure that after you are finished starting up, you have a big business. And big ideas are more easily uh, attractive to VC funding and other investments. My name is Chang Liu. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm passionate about teaching people what I know about startups to make the process more fun. So, the three big ideas are number one big idea is to build a tool and sell the tool. Uh, there has been a lot of examples. Levi Jeans in the California Gold Rush, Mosaic Internet Browser in a later uh, gold rush in California called the Internet. First, Microsoft uh, product is a basic language compiler. GIMP, the Photoshop replacement that I use, they're all tools. You can build a tool and sell the tool for bucks. You don't necessarily have to operate the tool company. That's one great idea. The number two big idea is to build a market itself. Okay, instead of building products, instead of doing research, you go straight to building the market. Examples such as Amazon, Whole Foods, uh, Apple has iTunes and App Store. Those are markets. And one of the biggest companies in China is Alibaba. It's a market for small um, owners of business in China to connect with uh, buyers in the US. And the third biggest idea is to build a destination. Okay, Yahoo, for example, at the early start was a destination business. It had a list of things that people can go to. Disney is a destination. A lot of social media companies like Reddit, Pinterest, they are a destination business. They don't necessarily know how they can make money or how much money they can make yet, but the VCs would agree that you should build a destination business first. Other two honorable mentions, besides building tools, building a market, and building a destination, are number one honorable mention is to build a land leasing or real estate leasing business. Okay, leasing business is a steady business. The number five, last one, is to build a restaurant. Those are the five biggest ideas that are more easily achievable for getting investments. Let me use two examples. The first one is Apple. Apple is uh, viewed as a maker of cool gadgets, but that's really not what Apple is. Apple is a builder of markets. Apple had, you know, Apple Store, iTunes Music Store, and App Store for selling software. Imagine those three stores. Apple makes $1 billion a week from app stores. That's amazing. Another example is a phenom in the Chinese market. It's called Pinduoduo. This is the equivalent of a Amazon or a JD, and they are a marketplace for selling to smaller countries and smaller uh, countryside people in China. There's a lot of people in the countryside. So they not only build a market, but they make a lot of fun and entertainment. They make the buying kind of fun because you have to group with other people to make the sale. So compared to the inspiration of a company called Groupon that's made in Chicago, Pinduoduo is winning currently because it's not only a market, but it's also a destination. It becomes a place where people can watch live shows of influencers and where people can go and you know be occupied. It becomes a destination. So I hope that those 5 ideas are easy for you to understand. Those 5 ideas are: tool business, build a tool and sell it and be done. Market builder, you build a market and operate the market. Market builder typically takes 20 to 50% of the retail cost. Okay, and that's what they retain. Destination business um, is an interesting concept for starting anything. Restaurants and real estate. The advantages of the 5 templates are listed here. The tool business, I think, is very interesting for young people because you sell to business, you don't deal with end consumers. The advertising cost is lower, and you only need to sell to a business. And if you sell it, you get $500,000 to a few $1,000,000 chunk of money, and then you're done. And then you can go and start other things. Okay, that's the appeal of this tool business. Market, you don't need to educate consumers. If you have a market and you operate it for a year or two, people will come. People would. You still have to attract people to your market, but at least you have a market. Okay, and your whatever you buy and sell, you're not going to lose a lot of money because you can legally retain a percentage of the sales price. Destination is fun, and it's fun to build if you know what you're doing. Restaurant is very frequent business, and land, real estate is stable income. Okay. During the COVID-19, it's pretty obvious that the people who still makes money during the COVID lockdown is the landowners or the apartment owners. Of course, everything comes with its challenges. With a tool business, you have to have the whole skill set for building. Ideally, one person should be able to build it from start to finish. And that's very difficult. Okay, Zuckerberg did it. Bill Gates did it. You have to program it. You have to build it on your own. This is not something that other people can help you. And a market is a full-time commitment. Even if you operate a small lemonade stand in your town, it's a full-time commitment. Destination business takes a lot of money to start and takes a lot of time to build. Okay, it has to be really fun. It cannot be a subpar fun. Restaurant business is risky because every 2 or 3 years, people's taste, people's ideas change, and a good restaurant will turn sour in a matter of a month. Land real estate business is stable income, but you have to do due diligence. Okay, you certainly need some money. With all these wonderful ideas, I want to emphasize that you don't have to use your own ideas. When you're starting a business, don't use your own idea. The word of caution here is that you must do something that is suitable for your time. You cannot do something against your time. If the times is providing you an opportunity, you shouldn't take a chance on your small idea. You should look at how the technology is going, how the society is going, how the artistry taste is going, and use those as opportunities to build your company. Okay? And when you smell the opportunity, it's time to do it as quickly as possible. Turn the idea into a product as soon as possible, because there will be other people who have watched this video and who's going to compete with you. I hope that you are happy with what you do, but the best way to be happy is to make sure that your effort in startup is worth it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in future episodes.